If you had to pick a theme song for the Army, what would it be?
We Will Rock You by Akadaka.
Nice.
First thing that comes to my mind, so I'm just going to stick to it.
Is this We Will Rock You by Academic?
No, it's not.
Wait, what?
It's Queen. Oh, no.
So Kento, what does a typical day look like for you?
Pretty much my role is that I am the humanistic filter to command. I would say it's quite similar to a HR role outside, but with a bit of a twist that I work out of a moving office.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your role?
So if I'm going flying that day, I'll do a couple of briefs beforehand, and then we walk out to the flight line. We get up on the aircraft and set up. All the other aircraft will start taking off, and you'll start talking to them, making sure they're safe in the airspace. So as an air battle manager, it's pretty much like in the name. You kind of just like an eye in the sky, really, make sure that nothing goes wrong.
The main thing to remember is I'm a reservist. What I do is I will finish up my day at work, drive to base, and that's where we'll start doing our daily activities. And perks of being a reservist is we don't have to move.
And I was going to ask if there's free parking.
There is free parking. I can clarify, you don't have to pay for parking.
One of the barriers for me to consider joining would just be looking at myself and questioning whether I'd be fit enough to do the job. Can you just be like me and jump on board?
The Army will provide you with every tool that you need to get to the level required to do your job. And then once you're actually in the Army, there's further training that they provide you to get you to standard.
I imagine like, yes sir, yes
It's gonna
sir,
be really
you
tough.
get down, give me 100.
Yeah, definitely not. If you maybe don't have the best push-up technique, they'll give you ways to do it better.
Yeah.
It's very, very achievable.
And then even at sea, the way we keep fit is we have a gym on board. For instance, on HMS Jules, we have a pretty big flight deck. So that's where most of our morning PT, afternoon PT sessions take place. And then Sundays, we usually top it off with like a yoga session or something.
You're really selling me on the PT sessions and the yoga. I might actually join later.
And you're not spending money either. So you're saving, you're getting fit.
You're honestly
and you're not
selling it to me
drinking.
because I spend too much money on food.
Yes.
And I don't exercise. So I might just join to like get my fitness levels up and like save some cash.
And we get fed 3 times a day.
I'm done.
Lunch, breakfast,
That's it.
dinner.
Send me there. You mentioned
restaurant
the food.
quality food. You know, I can't complain about it. A lot of people think we eat out of ration packs, but that's not true. In the Navy anyway.
Get me on a boat. Get me on a boat.
What's the pay like in the ADF?
Once you're all trained up, you're on very, very good money. Like for the average Australian, like it's very good.
We do get paid tax-free, which is very nice. Additionally, for your employers, so your workplace when you're not wearing the uniform, there are multiple schemes provided by Defence that actually assist your employers. So they can get compensated for your time in service while being away.
Let me run through this.
Sure.
Your rent is subsidised, you get a decent pay,
Yep.
you get medical and dental, 3 meals a day, PT sessions, a little yoga on the side.
Yes.
Sign me up. So how does the ADF allow you to express yourself?
Within the Navy, I'm still myself. I haven't lost my character, personality per se, and I've retained my hobbies, passions, you know, ambitions. If anything, I've become a better version of myself.
Do you find your service enjoyable, and do you find it's giving you some sort of fulfillment in life that maybe you didn't have before?
Joining the Army has been something I've wanted to do for a long time, and it has been a very fulfilling journey so far, and hopefully plenty more years to come.
Like it's not just a job to you.
No.
Like this is your path and
No,
this is what you're
like
meant to do.
it just allows you to do everything you want in your normal life. Fitness, travel, like go overseas all the time. I feel like I don't need to book an overseas trip each year like the normal person would, because I do it like 3 to 4 times a year in my job, and you get paid while doing it. So it's so much better.
That's pretty sweet to me.
Yeah.
When we think of the ADF, like generally we think of sort of combat style roles. How diverse are the career opportunities?
I have lots of friends who work in transport, who are pilots in the Army. I even know one who's a lawyer in the Army. HR, throw that in there. There's a whole bunch of different options.
We've got everything from combat roles to engineering, maritime logistics, human resources, so it's quite broad.
Are there any roles that are only open to men?
No, not anymore. All roles are now available to everyone.
I know you only really see like the combat stuff in the movies.
Yeah, it's someone with a headset on a computer going,
Yeah.
this way, this way, this way. Or it's like, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah. It's definitely not like that at all.
Yeah.
If you think that you can do it on the outside, you can probably do it in the Defence Force.
Yeah.
There's pretty much a job for anything really. So many options.
So,
Yep.
serious question now.
Sure.
If you had to choose a theme song to represent your branch in the ADF, what would it be and why?
The one that comes to my mind every single time I'm at sea, I'm Still Standing by Elton John. Like, you know,
I'm still
standing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I like that.
because it's like Rocky,
Yeah,
but
that's
then
good.
I'm still standing still.
It's still
if
positive
that-
as well, though. You need a
Yes.
positive song.
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
I think that one. If I had to pick any song, it'd be
I
the
like
one
that.
by Elton John.
I'm probably going to have to go really generic here.
Yeah.
But like Danger Zone out of Top Gun. Even though it's an American Navy film, but it's still got all the fast jets and everyone thinks it's Air Force.
Did you ever watch Top Gun and was like, that's me?
The most exciting thing is in Top Gun 2, there are air battle managers.
Oh.
Yeah, like one little 3-second scene.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, did you feel represented?
Yeah, very representative.
If you had to pick a theme song for the army, what would it be?
We Will Rock You by Akadaka.
Nice.
First thing that comes to my mind,
Classic.
so I'm just going to stick to it.
Is this We Will Rock You by Academic?
No, it's not.
Wait, what?
Queen. Oh no.
If you could swap with someone from any branch in the ADF, who would it be and why?
Probably like a dog handler in the army because I really, really love dogs and not sure if I'd want to do that career forever, but I definitely just want to have a day to hang out with the little dogs and see what they do.
I love dogs.
Yeah, same.
So I have a good mate who is actually in the ADF. He is a pilot, and I think that's just one of the coolest things that you can do is flying choppers, be a job. I think it'd be really, really cool to see what he does on a day-to-day.
So for me, I reckon I want to be a Air Force pilot, specifically a fighter pilot, because I just think they do the coolest things.
It's like some Top Gun
Yeah,
vibes.
they actually go and fly high, fast. Yeah, I want to be a fighter pilot.
Oh, sign me up! Sign me up!